Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to March 2024 General Monthly Reading for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South Nodes of the Moon. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like and share my videos, because that helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. Okay, Sagittarius, let's quickly go through the transits. And today I am taping on March 2nd. The new moon will be on the 10th. It will be in Pisces, 20 degrees, 17 minutes. And it will be conjunct to Mercury in Pisces, which that will be, the 10th will be the last day that Mercury is in Pisces. It's currently in Pisces right now. And it has been, I believe, since the 24th of February. We also still have Saturn in Pisces, which will also be conjunct. It begins at 9 degrees, and then by the end of the month, 13 degrees. Even though that's not a close conjunction, I still say that there is that, you can feel it. It just won't be as strong necessarily. Also, Neptune is still in Pisces, and it is also conjunct, even though it's not a close conjunction. It begins the month at 26 degrees, and by the end of the month, 27 degrees. We also have a close conjunction of transiting Chiron in Aries and transiting North Node in Aries all month long. We also, of course, still have Pluto in the beginning stages of Aquarius, and it begins this month at 1 degree, and by the end of the month, nearly 2 degrees. And we also still have Mars and Venus in Aquarius, and Mars will stay in Aquarius through the 22nd of this month, and Venus will stay through the 11th in Aquarius. We also still have Uranus in Taurus, and it begins the month at 19 degrees, and by the end of the month, 20 degrees. We also still have Jupiter in Taurus, and it begins the month at 11 degrees, and by the end of the month, 17 degrees. Last but not least, we have the full moon on the 25th, and it will be in Libra, 5 degrees, 7 minutes. Okay, with that being said, Sagittarius, let's get to your general reading. Let's see what Sagittarius has to know about this month of March 2024. Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South Nodes of the Moon. And if this reading isn't right for you, that's perfectly okay. Okay, that's a lot. That's perfectly okay, because you're unique, and your natal wheel is unique, and the transiting planets as well to you specifically. So you might want to try your moon sign, your rising, or your north or south nodes of the moon, or a combination of all of them, whatever feels right for you, to get a more whole picture from these general readings for yourself this month. Okay, so you have a lot, Sagittarius, so let's get started. I'm being drawn to pick the bottom first. Tenderness. Now, there were 2 other signs this month that also got this, and so if you are also watching that, that is double for you, Sagittarius. And this tenderness card says, the energy of tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. So it's heart expansion for you, Sagittarius, and being more compassionate, being more tender to yourself and to others, and just to your environment and everything in general. Okay, let's see. Duality. This is number 18. Oh, I need to hold this up too and let you know all of these cards have sacred geometry, which will allow if you choose to look at these, or however long you choose to look at these, it will open up the frequencies that the card is speaking of for you. Okay. Duality. This is number 18, and that breaks down into a 9. The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. And this is showing to me the yin and yang sign. So what I got from that is balance. You're balancing this duality within yourself, within you and others, or another. Okay. Transparency. This is number 43. This breaks down into a 7. The energy of transparency supports our expansion toward a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. Yeah, that makes sense to me. This transparency with these other two cards too. So, because what I was getting when I saw the word transparency was honesty, and then when I read in here, it was all about being honest. So that's what transparent is. You are showing who you are openly and honestly. And tenderness goes right there with that, and even balancing. So yeah, these are all really good cards for you. I mean, they're all matching. It's amazing how that happens. And you got balance. Number 12, it breaks down into a 3. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our 3-dimensional and multidimensional layers of reality. Wow. So you got the balancing of duality within yourself, and then of course within your environment, within others this month, and then balance in general, finding peace within yourself, finding harmony, finding time to be in that harmonious space with yourself and others, whatever you choose. But it's all about peace, harmony, grace, transparency, honesty, insight, clarity, and tenderness is about gentleness. Yeah. And opening your heart. Wow. This is a big month for you, Sagittarius. As far as opening your heart and being open and being open and honest, transparency with your heart, your feelings, your emotions, and expressing them honestly and transparently, expressing them to others. And then finding that balance on how to communicate honestly, yet compassionately is what I am getting. Only while you are first balanced within yourself and harmonious within yourself, Sagittarius. Make sure of that, especially this month. Because there's a change coming. Something is coming for you. And so it's going to be imperative that you stay harmonious, you stay balanced within your own energy, so that you can assess the situation in the best way possible for yourself. And if taking action and expressing yourself honestly and with, gentle to others too, you'll be able to do that. If you are balanced within your own self, and you stay that way, and do your best not to act or express on when you're not that way. if you're out of sorts. So don't express anything. Don't do that if you're not balanced and in that harmonious space with yourself, or until you can gain your composure and be centered within yourself so that you can express yourself properly, honestly, transparently, and gently, yet open with your heart, and expressing that emotion that's coming from your heart space. That's a big deal for you, Sagittarius. I'm really getting that. And maybe some of you have been working on that already. It's going to all come together this month if that's the case, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's see. Okay, well, I'm getting some, this deck, which is my fairy deck, so I'm getting, there is at least one bit of information for you in at least one of these cards for Sagittarius, having to do with what I was just talking about. What else? I'm just getting to that there's somebody that's listening that is attuned to fairies, or likes fairies, or I just saw a picture or a miniature fairy, what do you call it, figurine I'm seeing. And maybe someone is actually now getting a picture of outside, someone actually made, and maybe it was one of your children, made a fairy home and a space for the fairies to come and play. And that could just be a sign or synchronicity. I'm just telling you what's coming in. Okay, so summer dreams. Embrace the guiding light that you are, and move forward in the knowledge of the powerful person within you. That's an important message for someone, or a couple of you. It's going to strike a chord, I'm getting, for someone, so I'm just the messenger. So, but I'd love to hear too if from you. Okay, let's see if there's another card that wants to come out. You might be seeing butterflies or moths this month. And that's a sign or synchronicity if you pay attention to that. Oh, I'm getting somebody dreaming too. Daydreaming or dreaming at night, but I'm getting daydreaming is what came to me. Daydreaming about something you're dreaming of. But you might think it's too far-fetched, or you can never achieve that. Because I was being drawn to the castle in the background, and then I just got somebody's daydreaming. You're wishing for something, but you're also thinking that I just got the words too good to be true. So maybe something's coming up, or something will come up this month, but you might think it's too good to be true. It's a dream come true, but then you might be thinking to yourself, this is too good to be true. And it's true. Read the fine print, that's true. But this is something also you've been dreaming of. And I'm getting somebody's daydreaming about something. Like a home in the country, or a castle, or like a Cinderella type, story or castle, or something having to do with Cinderella, or one of those types of dreamy fantasy, but it's reality, or it's going to be a reality. Okay, Rainbow Spirit. When you feel anxious, you can ask for help from the energy source that is around you. That's right. nature, rainbows. Maybe rainbows are also going to be a sign of synchronicity for you. Maybe some of you see fairies. And again, this is not all for all of you, but I'm just getting that somebody sees fairies. Or you did as a child, and that's being activated again this month. So that has to do with your abilities. You're seeing abilities, seeing the unseen realm, Sagittarius. Allow that to open up. Maybe this is what the transparency for, if that's right for you, is happening. Okay, and I'm wanting to say too that it's when opening up to those gifts have everything to do with us being in that calm, harmonious, balanced, but also gentle and compassionate and grateful, thankful type of energy. Mushroom fairy. Does someone grow mushrooms? Does someone love mushrooms? But the mushroom fairy. Step into the light to rejoice and celebrate all the good there is in you. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. Okay. So let's get some tarot. And maybe these fairies, I'm getting another message that it could be all about opening up your imagination. Using your imagination, using that passionate, imaginative, adventurous, childlike side of yours to imagine the impossible. Make it possible, because anything is possible that you put your mind to. Thoughts are things. Putting your energy in. It's our thoughts that make things impossible. The negative thoughts that stop us. And subconscious programming too. So if you don't already know your nodes of the moon, your south node, through astrology, and if you don't already know, if you're new to my channel, I am an astrologer of, now it's 29 plus years. And the south node is put in our subconscious, so that is a program that runs, that it blocks us from being who we truly are. It's something we're to go beyond, but you have to know what that is first, and then work through that for yourself, to free yourself forever, and even free your lineage, if it's come down the generational line there, which a lot of times that is the case, because the nodes of the moon it's been secreted away from us. Okay, so let's see what, okay, so we have the devil. So the first question, are actually two questions. What has been stopping you? Something's been stopping you, Sagittarius, from a dream, from a desire, from just moving forward. It has to do with your thought pattern, is what I'm getting. And this is very, to whoever this pertains to, what I just said about this devil card. It's time to see something in a different light, is what I'm getting. Whatever that thought is, it's inaccurate. It's not correct. And maybe it was correct for a certain time, but it's not correct for you anymore. That's what I'm getting. Okay, and we have number 6, the Lovers. This could have to do with a relationship, Or maybe I'm getting a couple of messages if you're already in relationship, and again, if the relationship, there's something in the relationship that's been stopping you, well, it's actually really to your own self and the way you think about the relationship, or something like that has to, your thoughts about the relationship must be altered, must be transformed, because it's not the same relationship anymore. And I'm also getting another message that's saying if this is a new relationship, you are getting thoughts of this being fearful, the devil fearful about this new relationship turning out the same as the past relationship did. And I would say the past relationship didn't turn out good, and so that's why you're fearing that. But that's not the case. You've already learned that lesson. And for some of you, maybe, if it's reminding you of a past, you want to then, your consciousness or your soul is saying to, okay, so if it reminds you of the past, check that out and see if what you're thinking, if that is fact or if that's fantasy, if that's a lie, if that's just a past fear or fact. And this has everything to do with transparency. So being transparent with yourself. And this is again why being balanced within yourself and harmonious within your own self, so that you can judge accurately what is correct and the best way to proceed for you. Okay, so this is the 9 of Wands, and what I'm getting here is, yeah, you have been just a second, I lost it, I'm sorry, just one moment. You've been working through something, or you have gone through something, and it's taken a long time. It's taken a long time to get to where you're at, and of course, you didn't come out unscathed, but you also, it's made you stronger, it's made you wiser, whatever that experience is. And so trust this experience, Sagittarius, because you went through that experience for a good reason, to assist you in gaining whatever type of strength or wisdom that you did gain. And take that wisdom, take that strength from that situation. So if you don't already know what you gained from having to go through this tough time, this tough period, this tough situation, then this month is the time to, again, be transparent with yourself and honest about and the positive that you gained, not dwelling anymore on the negative. Yes, absolutely, that was, very harmful or hurtful to you, but through that injury, through that heartbreak, and this is why you went through that, is because there was something for you to gain, for you to learn, to grow from, which then, as soon as you know what that is, there's your strength, there's your wisdom, and then there's your thankfulness for that experience. And I'm getting the idea it has to do with another. It could be romance, it could be family, it could be business, because it's a general reading. But gain that, find that pearl, because that then enables this tenderness, enables also balance, and then you can be completely honest and transparent with yourself and the other person or others in what you received, what you also, the other person, had something to learn in the situation too. But it's up to them whether they learned it or not. Whether they're wanting to take, just as it is you, whether you're choosing to take advantage of what you actually learned through that horrific situation, whatever that was. But now is the time to look back and take that positive with you on your journey now. Allow it to increase your soul, increase who you truly are, to empower you so that you can be thankful for that experience. No more anger, no more bitterness, no more blaming, no more judging. That'll all go away when you find the positive. And if it's for some of you more than one situation, if you found yourself in a similar situation each time, well, definitely those all happened so that you could learn something, and then there is a thread of sameness that you will be able to find. So you take responsibility for that, and then you have gained something. You have increased yourself. You have gained wisdom within yourself, strength, peace, and also tenderness. Tenderness. This is where you get where your tenderness comes out. And that will be able to shine instead of any negative feelings. And I just got, stop going around the hamster wheel. Choose to jump off that hamster wheel because it's your choice. You are the one that's in control. You are the one that's choosing to go round and round the hamster wheel or to jump off and have a new adventure. Thank you, what I've learned. I'm going to jump off now. I've learned what I needed to learn from that experience. Thank you. I'm moving on. Okay. Okay, so, wow, it was long. Okay, so Sagittarius, that was a deep reading, and so I hope this was helpful. And thank you for allowing me to read for you for this general reading for this month of March 2024. Until next time, bye.